ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Oh, it smells like a new car in here. Just a new car in here.
Sorry, brothers.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends 80 Years of Marvel Wolverine and Hulk 2-pack set. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out, link in the description below. And a big thanks to Doug and X-Man87 for making sure I got this set over here. Check out Doug's Instagram, link in the description below. And oh my god, I've been waiting for this Hulk for so long, I cannot wait to open it. Anyway, on the side, you can see Wolverine right over there. And then on the back right here, you can see there's Hulk. There's a read-up. If you want to read it, pause it now. Then there's a cover to the Incredible Hulk number 181, which my uncle actually had and passed down to BKBN Kid. I don't know how much it's worth because my uncle ripped out an ad in the middle of one of the pages in the book. But anyway, there's a read-up over here on Wolverine. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause it right now. Then we get the Hulk right over here on this side. Then on top, we get a spot varnished Marvel logo, and I like all these dots right over here. I think that looks cool. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the Hulk and Wolverine out of the packaging, and wow, this Hulk figure is just incredible, no pun intended. Really, I am blown away by this thing, and I'm gonna try not to gush really hard, but I really like what I'm seeing over here. The Wolverine looks really good too. Very pleased with that. We don't get too many accessories with these figures, but the accessories we get, I'm very happy with. So let's take a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at Wolverine. So I love this head sculpt that we get for the Wolverine figure. This looks awesome. I love it for a first appearance Wolverine, and then just looking at it compared to the Toy Biz, a first appearance Wolverine right there, you can see they do look very different, but I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards this one. I like how he looks all angry right over there. The teeth look pretty good. The paint apps are just a little off on mine though. You can see that we get some flesh tone on those teeth, so that bothers me some. And then the right eye is looking all the way to his right, and then the left eye is looking a bit to the left, so yeah, he is cockeyed, which is a bit frustrating, but I do like the blue paint that we're seeing for the eyes, but yeah, I just wish that eye placement was done a bit better. I like the wrinkles that we're seeing in the cowl right over here, so you can see he's all angry and everything, and then we get some clean whisker deco right there, looking pretty good. I can't tell if it's sculpted on there. Yeah, I think these are sculpted on here. No, I don't think they are. Yeah, I think that's just deco. It's pretty tricky. Those are pretty small. But anyway, looking on the side right here, it looks pretty good. You know, little ears, much smaller version. And there's looking at the back of his head. Then we've seen this torso before, and as we should, we get the smaller shoulder pads right here, so I'm liking those. Those are pretty dope, and nice clean work right here with the black paint over the yellow. It's a pretty light colored yellow, but I don't think it looks too bad. You can see it's definitely lighter than the Toy Biz version right there, but still, I like it. Looks pretty good. Very clean black paint throughout on this figure, so I'm very happy about that. Love the sculpt of this thing. I do wish that we had gotten some paint for the arm hair. You know, it's all sculpted in there. We've seen these arms before. We get interchangeable hands with this figure, which is awesome. So he does come with two hands that have the claws out, and then he comes with two hands that don't have the claws out. So I think that's pretty cool. I just have the right hand with the declawed one right there, and then claws out just for the left side. And nice silver paint right there for the claws. And of course, you could remove these and switch them around a little bit, you know, and just to see how it looks on the, you know, the right side claws. Just tend to get a little finicky, or extra finicky with me anyway, but still, they look pretty good. I did see that new design for the claws that are coming out from the Love Triangle 3-pack, and those look like a lot more like original Wolverine claws. I kind of wish we'd gotten those with this figure, but yeah, that looks really cool. And the arms on the inside look pretty good. Belt looks great. And then looking at the rest of the figure, you know, we've seen the Wolverine butt before. We've seen all this stuff before. I think this is all reused. I'm fairly certain it is, and I don't mind at all because I think it's a pretty awesome Wolverine figure. Alright, so I got both sets of clawed hands right over there, and we've seen the articulation on this figure before. You can't get the head to move up that much. He'll look down that much, side-to-side motion. No real head pivoting. We do get the articulation on the shoulder pads. We also get butterfly joints that allow the shoulders to move forward and back. Shoulders move outward that much. You can move them down. You can rotate a full 360, and be careful when you move this around. You can get those shoulder pads bumping into the plastic. I did kind of nick this shoulder pad piece a little bit. You get a bicep swivel right there, double jointed elbows, and then all four hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. Ab crunch forward, ab crunch back, waist swivel, hips move outward. He can kick forward and back, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Oh, I love this freaking head sculpt. Oh, this looks so good. Now, there are some little QC issues about the paint I'm going to talk about in just a moment. You can see one little thing right there. But this head sculpt came out looking really good. I'm so happy with this thing. I love the design choice for this. This looks so great. Comparing it to the Face Off 2-pack from Toy Biz, I mean, look at the similarities over here. I mean, it looks like they gave us exactly what we wanted. This has been my favorite Marvel Legends Hulk for many years, so having this updated version right here, which of course has a little bit less grit to it than this older one, but still, I love this new head sculpt. It looks freaking amazing, man. I love how the hair came out right here. You can see how they added that green mixed in with the black. I think that looks fantastic, man. I'm very, very happy with that. So excited for this figure. I love this piece. I'm not gonna lie, man. I love this thing. And I also wanted to give a comparison with the STCC exclusive version, which still looks really good, but yeah, I just don't like it as much. And of course, you could do a head swap with these. I guess I'll show that off in just a little bit. But looking at the rest of this figure, one thing that I really like about this one over the STCC version is that the paint apps have this cool gradient thing going on with the paint fading in and out. Like, we get a lighter colored green and a darker colored green, and I love that we have that variation of color throughout the figure. The STCC version has just one darker tone of green throughout, but you have the painted on veins. This one has the same veins sculpted on there and everything, but they're not painted, so that's okay with me. I do like how this looks. This looks incredible. Same musculature as the STCC version. We still get the nipples sculpted on there. The veins look great still. I love this minor bit of texturing that we see on the skin. That is just incredible. I'm loving it, and I don't mean that, you know, trying to be funny, saying incredible all the time, but that's a really good way to describe this figure. It is amazing. And we do get two sets of hands. On the left side, I just have a fisted hand right over here. It looks pretty good. I'm glad that they're painting the joints. That's pretty neat. The fingernails aren't painted or anything, as well as the toenails. And on the right side, you get an open hand. You get two open hands with this figure, though. I just have it on the right side only, just so you can see it. And it is different from the pipe grabbing hand that we saw with the STCC exclusive, right? It is just a little bit different over here, so not the same exact hand. However, if you wanted this version to hold the pipe, you can do that. So you hold the crushed pipe right there. Not nearly as well as the other version, but you know, you hold it, so that's not too bad. The pants look really good. You get these tattered pants, which didn't come out as cool as they look on the STCC version, which is, you know, one thing I really like with this variant over here is because, you know, they gave us something that we didn't get with the retail version. Look how, you know, the pants on the STCC have, you know, that faded white going on right there, especially near the rips and everything. We don't get that on this retail version. However, it doesn't really bother me that much. I'm still really happy with it. Like, you know, the fact that it's not there doesn't really bother me. Oh, I did get this thing going on right here on the back. That's frustrating. I really don't like that. So, I don't know. I may try to find another copy of this figure. I like it so much I might just have two, just because I really like it that much, but I don't know. Not a cheap figure. Not super expensive, though. The price point on these are actually pretty good. But yeah, again, the paint looks great. Love that we get the lighter green right over here. We don't have the painted toenails, but that's okay. I could live without it. And we do get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And before going on to the rest of the figure, we get this very soft coat right over here that's all torn and tattered, which I absolutely love. Even though I'm probably not going to have them displayed with this on here, but I think it looks fantastic. And it's made out of a very soft material, so that looks really good on the figure, as you saw earlier in the video. So I dig this quite a bit. However, again, I'm not really going to have them displayed with it on, even though I think it looks great. Someone had mentioned that you could put this on the Beast figure to make it look like he's got a lab coat on, but I'm not really thinking that works too well. Yeah, I'm not really liking that so much, but you know, just really like how this is very soft and easy to work with. Then you can see I got both fists on the Hulk right here, and this figure looks amazing, even just vanilla posed. Oh, it's awesome. Anyway, you can move the head up just that much. You could kind of peel it off the peg a little bit if you'd like to kind of half it on there. I tend to like to do that, you know, so I wish he could look up more on his own, you know, but still, you can make it work. It looks a little bit better if you don't see that gap. But anyway, popping it back on all the way, he will look down that much. You get side-to-side motion right here and a good amount of head tilting. You can move the shoulders back with this butterfly joint right here. Unfortunately, still just like the STCC exclusive, it will not move forward. I really wish that they cut this forward a little bit so we can get the shoulders moving forward. That's actually my biggest gripe with this figure. Shoulders move outward that far, they move down. You can rotate a full 360. You also get a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow that almost meets 90 degrees. All four hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. You get a great diaphragm joint right here that turns side to side, and it does move forward that much and back that much. And I think I just whitened the plastic just a little bit right here. So be careful about getting this thing turning side to side. I think that can damage the figure. I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't doesn't look right, so I may have just done a little bit of damage. But you get some pivoting right over there. You do get a waist swivel, hips move outward that much, and he will kick forward that far and back a tiny bit, upper thigh cut, and double jointed knees. Ankles move down, they move up a little bit. I wish they could move up more than that though, and he does have beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out the height of these two figures, you can see that the Wolverine is standing right at the 6-inch mark, and that Hulk figure is standing just under 9 inches. Then here's our Hasbro Hulk and Wolverine next to the Toy Biz versions of these same characters right here, which is kind of funny that these two each came in a separate face-off 2-packs, but not with each other, with different figures. But anyway, you can see how this Wolverine's just a little bit shorter than that one, as well as the Hulk being a little bit shorter, but this one's also a whole lot wider. I mean, I've really liked this figure for years, but yeah, I like this one more. And then to compare our two recent Hulk figures side by side, we have this SDCC version next to the regular retail 2-pack. I can't wait till they release a gray Hulk with this body mold, and a red Hulk, or an A-bomb. There's all kinds of stuff they can do. And if you want to see a head swap, oh, that looks just as awful as I expected. Yeah, it doesn't really work too good. And for Wolverine comparison, I wanted to compare this first appearance Wolverine next to our Jim Lee style Tiger Stripe Wolverine. And you can see the color differences here, especially with the blues, and we get a much darker yellow color on this one. Now, I have some other size comparisons in the SDCC exclusive Hulk video. If you've not seen that review, please check that out. I'll have a card right over here. But the Hasbro Abomination figure is a bit shorter than this Toy Biz version, and I think this Toy Biz version stands a little bit closer in height to the height that I'd like to see for Abomination next to Hulk, even though I don't think he's still tall enough. You know, they should be closer to the same height, or maybe he should be even a little bit taller, but yeah, this doesn't look too bad. Well, I had to bring out this awesome Thing figure once again because I just really like seeing these two side by side. Again, I think the Thing could be a little bit bigger. Someone left a comment saying that he's only supposed to be 6 foot. I don't really read into those things that specify a character is supposed to be an exact height, because artists draw the characters differently in every comic book. So, you know, just generally speaking, I feel like the height difference between Hulk and Thing is kind of like that. You know what I mean? That's what I kind of always imagine. So, I don't know. To me, the Thing is just a little on the short side. I'd like him to be a little bit like that right there. Is that a big difference? This way or this way? This way or this way? I kind of like this way a little bit more. And here's the new Wolverine and Hulk figure. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man, and no stop motion today. I'm sorry, you guys, but the stop motion will return. Just I have to take a break at the moment to take it easy on myself so I could stockpile my reviews and go to all these events that are happening in such a short period of time. Just came back from San Diego Comic-Con, and then in just a few days I'm going to Mexico City Unboxing Toy Convention, and then possibly the weekend after that I'm going to Minnesota for a convention over there, and then the weekend after that is the Silicon Valley Comic-Con. So a lot of stuff happening at once. So what can I say, man? I am just very impressed with this 2-pack set. Usually I end up getting my Hulk figure, you know, posed around with a whole bunch of characters, but the fact that it comes with a Wolverine over here, I just had a ton of fun just posing these two figures fighting each other. It's an incredible set, man. I mean, just the Hulk figure alone, oh my goodness. Now, I didn't expect to have the little QC issues, you know, with that dot, you know, on his right shoulder and the paint on the back and everything. Then there is that stripping thing with the plastic when I turn that diaphragm joint side to side. So yeah, I'm going to avoid doing that in the future. I recommend you don't try to move that diaphragm joint side to side, just use the waist joint. But with those minor gripes right there, and the Wolverine figure I'm very happy with. It's exactly what I wanted for a first appearance Wolverine. So yeah, this 2-pack set, I think Hasbro nailed it. And at the price point of around $60, I'm giving this a Sud rating of... And I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you think the Comic-Con version of this Hulk figure is better than this one right here? I don't think anybody thinks that. But regardless, I want to know your guys' thoughts. So please leave a comment down below. Hit that like button if you liked this video, and hit that subscribe button if you want more ShartimusPrime videos coming your way. And if you want to support what I do over here on Patreon, check out the link down below for the exclusive daily updates, and I have giveaways going on. I just posted up a contest giveaway yesterday for the Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure, so if you're interested, check the link below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, go to marvelousnews.com, and don't forget to follow me on the social media over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. Links to everything in the description below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
I'm gonna play with my toys today. Well, I don't care what my people say. I'm gonna play with my toys today. Can't have one, I gotta get them all. Time to make a trip to the local mall. Oh yeah!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, I said my shot, your face, I said my shot,